Hi everybody! A South Korean reporter published a story, Chehun Lee or Yi Chehun, stating that HYBE hired 4 US law firms to pursue defamation cases against social media influencers, social media channels, websites that are spewing hate, making false claims, making up stories, making defamatory statements against HYBE artists and HYBE itself. You asked me some questions, I'll answer them, but I will be giving you a TLDR version of the article itself. American lawyer Eugene Kim is heading the effort to try and obtain identity disclosure orders from US courts. As you know, many of the social media channels, accounts, and websites are actually anonymous. Next, HYBE already filed many lawsuits, and 4 of the biggest channels that they pursued are 7th grade middle school, that's one. Second is Guilty Archive. Third, Short Deputy Manager. And fourth, Issue Feed. Issue Feed actually has 300,000 subscribers. And that channel went private as soon as Source Music announced that they were pursuing a lawsuit. Another YouTube channel, Short Deputy Director, also got sued and issued an apology already and promised to take down videos, defamatory videos. Now, the industry suspect that this is actually an organized effort, and there is a corporate identity or a corporate entity behind it. So these people that are spewing hate are getting paid. That's what they think. All right, now for your questions. Before I proceed, let me do my disclaimer. I am not a lawyer. This is not a legal advice. So this should be just a part of your initial research and should not be treated like a comprehensive legal research. All right, on to the video. First question, isn't this an absolute waste of money and time and an exercise in futility, given that the US is more tolerant when it comes to freedom of expression and more particular about privacy? I've said this before and I'll say it again. Yes, the US is more tolerant when it comes to freedom of expression. You can practically curse the president in his face and you'll probably get escorted out of the building, but you're probably not going to go to jail. People release sex tapes of other people and they walk free. Britney Spears, Justin Bieber, these are some of the most hated, most harassed, most bullied people online, but hardly anybody's getting even a fine. That being said, I'm sure the HYBE already knows this. They are paying for 4 law firms, so I'm sure that the law firms already told them that. I am also pretty sure that the US law firms already informed them that you're not going to get anything out of this, no financial gain. Even if you sue somebody for $5 million and you win, and that person that you sued has no $5 million, the court will not force that person to pay $5 million. Just not gonna happen. That doesn't happen in the US. If you don't have money, you don't have money. That's it. So there has to be, they are most likely after something more. It isn't just about getting any kind of financial win. There is a bigger objective in here, which leads me to my next point. I think all HYBE really needs is just one win. And when I say win, I'm not even talking about somebody being found guilty of defamation. It seems that HYBE will be suing hundreds of people in the US. And so they're going to be asking the court to compel social media networks to reveal the identity of these hundreds of accounts. Now, this is going to be expensive, bloody, and time-consuming. But if HYBE manages to convince the court to compel one social media network to disclose the identity of at least one social media account, that is all they need, because that is a precedent. They can use that as a warning. They can use that as a warning against others that are planning to defame or distribute false information about artists of HYBE. Because if you're somebody in the US and you know that, oh, there is a possibility for my identity to be revealed if I do something defamatory, then it'll make you think twice. Now, not everybody is going to be scared, but some of them will get scared. So it is still, and that's all they need for just to make a dent in that world of haters. So all they need is just one. What many don't realize is that Hybe is also battling social media networks in the US. Facebook, Google, who owns YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, all of these social media networks also want your data and your privacy to be protected because they are in the business of getting people to talk and to share information. So they want people, their users, to feel secure and safe whenever they are using the platform. So if people realize that their information is not safe and that it can be turned over to whoever, it's not just whoever in this case, but if there is a possibility that their information will be disclosed, then you're going to lose the confidence of your users. Now, the social media networks are more than willing to disclose your information to advertisers because they're going to make money with advertisers, but not to the court. They won't make money with the court, but with advertisers, they will disclose anything that the advertisers want. Okay, I'm kidding, but not really. So yeah, social media networks will disclose your information to advertisers. Okay, they say they don't disclose your identity, just your activity to help advertisers to know what kind of advertising they should be pushing. Okay, but yeah, so Hybe is also battling the social media networks. They don't want, believe me, they don't want your privacy to be invaded unless it's advertisers that are asking for it. I'm kidding. Isn't this an organized effort, or is there someone behind it, like a corporate entity? I don't know. I guess this is one of the things we will find out as the case progresses. But I think it's just important for us to understand that this is very common in the US. This is certainly not unique to K-pop. Celebrities, politicians, companies, brands, all of them are constant subjects of Black propaganda, organized hate. I'm not saying that we are proud of it, especially if the victim is an innocent one. But because of that culture, because it's very, very common, then the burden of proof, which is all on Hybe because they're the ones that are accusing, is also heavier. So, and I'm sure, as I've said in the previous point, that Hybe has 4 law firms in the US-based law firms. I'm sure they have been advised. So the mere fact that they are continuing means that there is something at play, something we don't see. There is an objective there that we don't understand because we're not insiders. That being said, if they win, I also know that this is not just a win for them. It's going to be a win for other celebrities because, as I've said, it's going to be a precedent. If celebrities should be held to a higher standard because they are celebrities, but it doesn't mean that everyone is free to just defame them or say whatever it is that they want to say against them. Freedom comes with a price, right? It is, and the price is responsibility. So I do hope to a certain degree, if they have enough grounds, that they will win some, because it's going to benefit not just their artists, but also other artists. Most importantly for me, as you know, my advocacy is children, and so it will benefit minors in the industry, which leads me to my next point. Is this even worth a try, or should Hybe be using their resources somewhere else? I think it is worth a try. Yes, I understand that when it comes to celebrities and public personalities, yes, the tolerance is higher when it comes to celebrities and public personalities. But as you know, my advocacy is children. But I do think that if it is a minor, even if they are a celebrity, the rules have to change. And it is about damn time to actually change that rule for minors. We still need to protect them. So I think when it comes to minors, then the rules have to change. And this could be the ticket to that. This could trigger that change. No one should have the freedom to just badmouth and defame a minor, even if they are a celebrity. And that is also why I'm hoping that other agencies will also support this, because they are going to benefit from it. They also debut minors. right? So they are going to also benefit from it. Second is that if they get to win, as I've said in the previous point, all they need is just one. If they can convince the US court to compel any social media network to just disclose one account, that is all they need to set a precedent and to use as an example to others who are planning to do the same, hating and defaming. That if they want to enjoy the freedom of expression, then they also need to take the responsibility for it. So yes, I do think that it is worth a try. They seem to have the resources for it. I do not think it's a waste of money. I don't think it is a waste of money if it is a sincere effort to try and protect minors. I know that this is not just about minors, but they are going to be an integral part of it all. So I do think it is worth the effort. Okay, after this one, I am actually going to shoot my analysis of Begin's Youth, the Bangtan universe. So I just wanted to get this one out because you sent me a lot of questions and I always appreciate that. So thank you. If you ended up liking this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification button so that you don't miss a single video. And share the video if you can. Also follow me on Patreon, on X or on Twitter, and on Instagram. Appreciate you all.